I guess last time I had a white kit also.
Yeah. I think it's the same.
Yeah.
Kit. Did you change it?
No, it's the same. Yeah, this album is definitely a bit angrier, a bit more intense, you could say. I would say also a bit more sad and melancholic. The topics that the album explores, I think they don't have anything specific to do with the last few years, but I think the general atmosphere of it all kind of has been influenced by just the weirdness of those years, the pandemic and everything. You don't know what year it is, and you're like all the time in the world, and then 4 years have passed, and at the same time you feel like they just disappear. I don't remember what happened in 2021. I don't know what I what I did. I think that in some way has kind of influenced or just gone through the album, and also the process of making it. It's the first time we had to book another studio session to record the drums, because we had only half the album done the first time we went into the studio to record. So we did like 4 songs, and then a few months later we went back to the studio to record the next 4 songs, and even then one of the songs wasn't done still. So we finished it in the studio on the last day of recording. So then we recorded the drums, and then a few months after that at home we made the last song for the album. And that's pretty odd for us. Usually it's like 1 session, everything done. Just to have the songs done, kinda, it was more that, because like the recordings themselves, it goes fast. It was not a lack of time, but it felt like that's what I meant with this weird period of time, because it felt like there was so much time, so we didn't really rush to get stuff done, and then all of a sudden we were there in the studio. So it was like we felt like we had more time, but the general zeitgeist or the time just moved faster at the same time. So we were just caught like by surprise that shit, next week studio, let's finish some music. It feels like a good time frame, but if it would be more or less, it's just up to kind of what feels good. It's if you have a good label, but they give us a lot of creative freedom, so they don't interfere with the music, and there is open discussions. Like they go where their expertise is, talking about this single would work better this month because this is the way the industry looks, la 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 la, and or in this time frame there is 3 other big album releases, so it's better to do there. It's a good support system behind you for a lot of the stuff which has very little to do with the music itself. Promotion, just organizing a lot of stuff around that, a lot of the administrative things within the realm. It's also financial support, which is pretty cool, and just kind of their general expertise. Basically, with the band itself, we get a little bit of money in our pockets by the end of the year. We choose to invest most of it back into the band. Some plus, just so it can run like a business, but for us as members, we don't expect the band to be our full salary. For example, Martin, the keyboard player, he's an acoustics engineer, so he has a full-time job there. Nikolai is a teacher. He teaches music, and I do other session stuff, other drum recordings, play with other artists, stuff like that. So I do music full-time, but not only Vola. Now I play actually with 2 different Swedish pop artists, but the one I've been playing with the most is Dotter. It's a Swedish pop artist. She's been in like the Swedish Eurovision many times. Yeah. It's just different things, kind of. Like playing metal requires more intensity, and also when you're part of the band, you're recognized as a member of the band, so you're also a bit in the spotlight. While as a session musician, especially for a pop artist who is like only that person with their name, you're a bit in the back. And in pop music, it's less intense, but it's more finesse and more kind of, being clean and proper. And I cannot, hit as hard as I do when playing metal. I cannot go crazy. Like, it has to be neatly packaged, so that she has a good basis to do her thing. Like she can, push a bit more with her voice or go a bit more intense or take the space on stage. Yeah, serve the performance, I would say. But it's also very different. Like here, you saw the tour bus outside. We tour in that for a few weeks. When you play in Sweden, it's a long country. I think it's even like to go from the bottom of Sweden to the top, it's longer than to do the same in France. We fly maybe to Umeå or something really north, play a show there. There is some kids having makeup on a town square and just a general city party. Play the show, you go sleep in the hotel, and then in the morning you fly back. So that's that kind of touring. It's very different from this nightliner in a bus driving between countries. I guess last time I had a white kit also.
Yeah. I think it's the same.
Yeah.
Did you change it?
No, it's the same. Maybe it's I see what you mean, because something about it makes it look less full now.
Yeah.
But it's the exact same thing, so I don't know. So something around it makes it look like more open, both with the lights and with the sound. So for example, like when the microphones are on or not, some of it is programmed, because some riffs where there's no singing or talking at all, if the microphone is on, you just hear, if there's no singing or anything, then the vocal microphone shouldn't be on. Some of that is automated, so that our sound guy doesn't have to do all of that. He can focus on making the stuff sound good instead. Same thing with lights. Some stuff is programmed, but most of it they do themselves. So we have two light technicians, and one with doing the LEDs and usually lasers, not today, but in some places where we can have them, we have some lasers also. She does all of that stuff, and then a guy who does like a little bit of the house lights and some lights on the sides, like the normal kind of stage lights. And then there's some MIDI sounds MIDI signals for the instruments. So you won't see any pedals for the guitars and bass player. They're not tap dancing, instead automated. Yeah. So MIDI. Keyboard sounds the same. So we just play, and then he can just go to the next riff. The guitar sound changes automatically. There have been some shows where it doesn't work. There we just have to go with it, kind of. One of the shows, power plug to one of the keyboards just was unplugged somehow. So it was like, what is going on? It's not working. It was checking the computer, like, And then someone was like, hey, power is not on. It's more of that. It's a more kind of complex setup than before, but it works very, very well. But like the lights, we just kind of give suggestions, like, okay, this song maybe or this moment maybe we want something dark because we will do that, or here, la la la. But then they do their thing. Like it's like if you would say you want a viennoiserie. Give me a viennoiserie. Then they're like, maybe a pain au chocolat. No, I give you a croissant. No. You will have that thing. They choose for you. That's kind of what we do. And sometimes they even say, yeah, we don't agree with that. This fits better with that song. So then we let them. And for sound, everything else, it's the same thing. And our sound guy, he likes to kind of, optimize. So, like I said, some gates are automated. So there's one song where I sing some backing vocals. There, my microphone is on. When that song is over, it's not on anymore. So I can scream into it, no one will hear anything. Then on the vocal microphones, they also have like this proximity gate. Yeah, so when they're close to it, the gate is open, and then when they're away, it's closed. So it's like very, very optimized to have a clean sound. On the drums, there is also some triggers to open the gates. Exactly. Yeah, I think it was like that last time as well. So basically, when I hit, it registers that there's a hit, so it opens the gate, so the microphone is open, which also means that if clapping my hands or whatever, the microphones won't pick it up. So it's a clean sound. But when I hit the tom, then it opens. That helps, especially with the bleed. Yeah, you have cymbals. So if I'm playing cymbals, usually the tom microphone will pick it up. So you will hear cymbals in there. And then when you mix the tom, you will have a lot of cymbals. But with the gate, it just registers whenever I hit the tom. That's the only time the mic is open.
We noticed that you guys do a featuring with Aaron Matz.
Yeah. Yes.
What the fuck? How did it happen?
Yeah, that's something we've been doing on this tour. We've been inviting different vocalists to do the parts of Fridén from In Flames, because we did a song Cannibal where together with Anders. Of course, he cannot be on the full tour with us. He has other stuff to do. So we've been inviting different vocalists. A few shows, maybe 3, where we didn't get a hold of anyone, where Asker did it himself. But today we managed to get Aaron Matz. I think it was our manager, actually, John, who did that. Yeah, I think he had the direct contact with him.
Yeah.
We have some people in common, but I never met him. What was the first thing you guys said this morning when you saw the snow?
She said,
I was so happy.
Yeah, nice.
and just woke up and I said, it's cold, I don't like it.
Yeah, it's the two different sides.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, we have the same in the bus. I love it as well. I love snow and Christmas. And then there's some people who are like,
Yeah, that's me.
yeah.